players to try and speed things along.
I like speeding things.
Speeding is good.
YOLO.
Yo.
It's funny because there's that story of that Toronto rapper who tweeted that and then crashed his car into that thing, and
That is true.
he survived. That's the happy ending.
He'll be alright.
Yeah, he's
Walk
dead.
it off.
He's dead.
Yeah. It's okay, nobody watches basketball. The Olympics is on.
Alright, so hand lock is, wow, got a lot of those late game pieces in hand.
Yeah, I'm just kind of flipping quickly back and forth here now. Fiery War Axe coming on out.
I think it's going to have to be a Frosting Berserker play at this point.
Just throw him down and see what you can get done. Field is empty.
Got a coin response, but nothing you really want to respond to, so it looks like it's just going to be a tap.
Will they just pull something else? Does he want to silence it right off the bat? That's an option, for sure. Just to take away the threat.
I don't know if that's... because you've now thrown that away, so I mean, he's just going to kill it, right? In fact... And then the tap.
And so quick.
So fast switches. If we could just point out how many gold cards that Hosty has.
Yeah.
He's extremely proud of his gold card collection.
Yes.
Golden legendaries, golden Kims. So many gold.
So many of them. So many of them. Axes. Wondering what now? What to do? Do I throw my axe up?
Well, I mean, if you weren't, I mean, instinctively you want to just throw the Taskmaster to kill off the 2-1, but you really want to save that for the Grommash combo. For the it's pretty effective. Really get him strong in the forward position and able to really hammer in some damage. He's got that 6 potentially 9 damage return coming. And Warlock just doesn't really have an answer yet. He needs to... Warlock literally... Soda literally has to just get hit more before he has answers.
Yeah, very true.
And I'm sure that Hosty's going to be very careful with that life total, because he wants to make sure that he can't play both of those Molten Giants in one turn. He's going to play Molten Giant. Probably want to keep him around, 8... 16 to 18 health.
Without tapping.
Fire War Axe into the 2-3. Thinking about his options though.
Thinking, deciding, mousing over things, wondering what now. What is the meaning of life?
Anything but the Fiery War Axe into the 2-3. I mean, if you do the Frosting Berserker in 2-3, you leave yourself open to the Mortal Coil play, and he's got a lot of cards. There's a pretty good chance that Mortal Coil exists. You don't really want to do that so much. But it's tempting because if he doesn't have the Mortal Coil, then you're good. But I think, that's the play. Pretty straightforward and come down.
This thing.
He's tempted. He's deciding, do I get him down to 6? Do I make Molten Giant 6 mana? Because that means he can play it in a turn or two. And
what to do?
He actually decides to pass up on that free damage. He wants to bring him from 18 as close to 0 as possible in one giant jump.
Yeah, doesn't want to hang around and currently makes these obviously still unplayable. Elder Drake comes out, taking good advantage of that high card count, and then flipping it back over.
Hasn't been the armor amounts for that for strike damage spell to be effective, the name of which escapes me. Take Master, no, Pop-Pop's not all that much worse than a 4-9. In fact, it's not worse at all.
Nice strike!
Thinking about these attacks, doesn't really want to put him into too low health to allow
12.
the unleashing of the beasts. But
I mean, he doesn't know that there's 2 Molten Giants in the hand, but if he did, he absolutely would play his Molten down. That's the much safer play. Because if he just brought his opponent down another 6 life, we would have seen 2 Molten Giants drop out there, and that would have been crazy.
Molten Giant's very hot.
So hot.
Does tap himself, bringing the cheapness down.
It's still not really a play.
No.
That's the problem. I wonder if it's just going to see a pass. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10
Now, will
cards.
he click one of these
can't
watermelons?
pass. He may. I mean, he's looking in his hand, and he's like, if he doesn't play something, his next card is just going to evaporate.
Yes.
So he's got to play something. Although I don't know. Yes, okay. So sells the armor. Gold.
Comes the whatever. Baron get. Yeah.
Get.
Either way, it does 2 damage to things.
At the end of the turn.
At the end of this turn, and there it goes. Just fire everywhere.
What turn?
I know, right?
Just shits on everything.
Oh, now this is definitely an option.
Oh, so
That
many
comes
giants.
That's a pretty good draw.
That's a lot of giants.
And you can actually get 2 out on the same turn here.
That
If he opts to do such a thing. Now, this is a 7 and 9, right? So he made a big game hunter.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Goes, and he flips it on over.
Moral Call doesn't fight me. Yeah, so there we go. So, got our shield block, which means that
There were 9 people in this tournament to start the day. We're down to 4
9.
left. There were 9 to start.
Are
We're
we
down
still
to
at
4.
9? Have we eliminated
No, we've
anyone?
eliminated some
I don't
people.
feel like we've eliminated anyone.
Eliminated some people that were just not good enough to be here. Yeah.
I mean, they were good enough to be...
Well, yeah, everyone's good enough to play.
It's good enough to beat an Apple Store, but not good enough to beat a Microsoft.
No, yeah. Apple Store, just a horrible place. It's never helped us or anybody do anything.
No.
Yeah. Expensive computers, horrible tablets. They're all green. Never produced a gaming system. Can't even get games on that. So stupid. Just clear out the board game. Takes down that big giant.
Well, he's got some exciting plays for the next few turns.
Yeah, flipping back, we do still have the opportunity to play 2 of these molten guys out into the world.
Absolutely, we do.
Yeah.
We've also got that Leroy as well, so let's see.
Yeah, and it looks like he will go for at least one of these. We note that Soda, due to his hat design, has increased visibility, which is to his advantage. It's actually a sawed-off ball cap. Oh, Siphon Soul, you know, that's something that, yeah, it really
didn't
depends.
want to get rid of any of those cards.
No.
I mean, like, the Mortal Coil and one of the Shadow Flame, sure, but Draxus
Yeah.
and Jenkins and...
Siphon Soul could be a lifesaver later on, so that's it's a potentially bad one.
This Alex Raza is hilarious. He wants to play the Alex Raza, but it's like, do I give him 2 more health? I mean, it's so funny because it's like if only I played the Alex Raza, if I could have, he couldn't have. But he played Alex
what
Raza
he's
last
gonna
time.
do.
If he'd been able,
Have you ever been hit with fire and healed?
Well, it's the Dragon of Life.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
is.
a thing that she actually does.
Oh,
Yeah, she can
so
do
much
that.
life.
I don't with the fire, the healing fire.
Life fire.
Look, I'm an Italian. I talk with my hands. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see.
His hand.
I see. Back to our other side. He's got 2.
He's got a tremendous
Giants
amount of
out there.
damage. He's got 16, 12, and then...
So many possibilities.
So much damage. Does he just trade one?
Yeah, he just smashes 8-8 against the 8-8s. He wants to release the advice. Then what's the plan? Stand? Let's see another card. That actually might be viable. Is there any advantage to do it? Well, I guess, yeah, you still get the double attack.
You got to
right?
attack with both.
Okay. Yeah.
Gave up a card, but got to attack with both.
I can
Oh, and here comes the big one.
There were warrior, unfortunately, running low on barracks. This warlock looking a little hurty.
If he doesn't have an answer,
If he doesn't have, there's luckily another Sight and Soul.
Wow, look at that top deck. That's a top deck. But is it enough? I mean, he's thinking he's only got one
It might
card.
be enough to just live,
Would
but
it be, yeah, I mean, brings him up to 6, but 6 isn't enough. He's looking at potential lethal. Obviously, there isn't at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how exactly he handles this. Sight and Soul would appear to be the only way to actually kill the Gromish at this moment.
yeah. I kind of don't see any other. There's nothing to prevent it from doing what it's going to do otherwise.
He's thinking of Draxus, but he's going to take the 10 damage. And he's only going to be a couple points ahead of if he doesn't. So this seems like the best play to me. Yeah, you get the Drake out, and yeah, you only have 6 health. Even if you're at 15 health, you're just going to hit you for 10, and then you're right back down to 5. So, yeah. You died at almost the exact same. In fact, you died at less things this way, and you have better board positions. Really the best play.
Now our warrior wasn't quite able to do anything, and this may have swung back into favor.
I think this turn has to be a Drax's turn. He doesn't, but I think it has to be a Drax's turn.
Leroy.
I think it has to be a Drax's.
I think he wants to get the top.
I think you want Drax's, and then you just mark 6/6s every turn. Just 6/6s every turn.
But yeah, this doesn't surprise me that he wanted to.
Well, I'm not particularly. He's certainly presenting lethal.
See what the draw here is. It is going to be an axe. And vortex. Amazing. I don't even know what that card is. Whatever that was.
It's called Brawl. All of the
Brawl.
minions go in there and only one comes out.
Oh. That's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome. Well, Dragon's nice.
Draxus, Eldar Lord of the Burning Legion!
Draxus becomes your hero, and he's awesome. He has all of the best emotes.
Yeah.
All of the best emotes. The ultimate emote, which is literally his way of saying oops or sorry, is just Mr. he just straight up yells it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good to just.
It's just a complete
straight
declaration.
up tell people that.
It's it's just a declaration, just mistake. It's great. Yes,
It's pretty good hero power.
There's no better hero.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's so good, it's almost broken.
Yeah.
It's almost like the only way that it's balanced is that you had to pay 9 mana and not do anything for a turn.
Yeah. You get it out.
Shields up!
And even then, it's kind of broken.
Now chipping away.
Yep, and I mean, he's got
Everything.
the
Is he
Shadow
going to play
Flame.
something else?
Not worth
Flips
playing
it over. The Acolyte of Pain, no help there.
Well,
Called well played.
for
Shows
honor.
himself. Yeah, so there we go.
Trifling no.
Soda Popinski
That is a great game.
taking that one. Go back here and see what the second deck of Mr. Hosty is.
For anyone who's interested, some details about the tournament right there. You can see our prize pool and whatnot. We'll go into our mulliganing.
Oh, it's going to be a rogue. I don't think we've seen a rogue yet.
No, very rare.
Shall be mine! Your soul shall be mine!
Well, yeah,
think they
pretty
suck.
much all of the major rogue cards have been nerfed over the last while. And this deck would not appear to be the more popular... Oh, maybe it is. There's preparation. So maybe this is something of a Miracle Rogue version. So we'll see. Yeah, we're starting to see a Miracle Rogue type rogue deck, and they can be really exciting. It can be hilariously game-winning or just do nothing.
Job done.
Shit. Everything rogue-like sounds prison-y.
Well, this particular hero did spend years as a slave gladiator, eventually securing her freedom by stabbing people and flying away on a griffin. I don't really know. Nobody. Yeah, I don't. Who reads the WoW comics? Lots of people do, but
Who knows? What with their modern ideas, the life tap goes down.
Job done.
it's almost like he's playing a hand lock. And he plays his hand. It's funny because both of these decks play sort of slow and then kind of explode all of a sudden. What is it's really hard. You can't activate your Miracle Rogue until you've really got your Auctioneer. So you'll drop your Auctioneer and then you'll hit Conceal, so giving it stealth for the turn, and then the next turn you will just come out and play a crap ton of cheap spells.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous cheap spells.
Yes, exactly. As auctioneers do. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're questioning.
I was at an auction once and I played a spell and all of a sudden the auctioneer, so much better. That's how it works in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have had a witty response.
Yeah. Who knows?
Clearly I don't. Not really. This is the thing. When those turn 4 8/8s drop down, you kind of crap your pants a little bit. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, so many
not
just cheap things here by the rogue, but
It's not as ridiculous as the Twilight Drake used to be, where a Twilight Drake got +1 attack and +1 health for
Yeah,
each
that's
card you had in your
pretty
hand. Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
like, I'll just do nothing for 4 turns, and hey, what do you know? I got a 9/9.
drop an awesome thing.
I got 10/10.
I'm going to do some sort of shadow damage to this then.
I don't think that's right. So that's a shiv.
Shiv thing.
Yeah.
Shiv in the
Now
shadows.
he's gonna have to stab it in the face.
Yeah, he's
With his
he's gonna
wicked
do that.
dagger. He's going to poison his wicked dagger.
Oh.
Bring the pain.
Actually, he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's going to do
Oh,
that.
he's just gonna.
Oh, he's gonna do that.
That's much better.
That makes sense.
Here we go.
And go away. It's a good combo to get rid of that early mountain giant.
Yeah, no, and he's gone. He's looking at conceal. He's looking at preparation, which are two of the important parts of his miracle moment. But Tony's waving at me.
He was.
I don't know
He
why
was,
he's waving
he was
at me.
rolling his hands for it,
I don't
as
know why
if
he
to
just
say,
doesn't come
move it
up
on.
and do it.
I don't know.
I feel like
I think this is because it's the only way we can see it. But
I feel like the yeah. Still no auctioneer. No auctioneer means play cards that draw cards. That's an option.
there's your auctioneer.
Yeah.
A gadget
I
saying.
can wait. Lights out.
And
Here we
exactly at 6 mana. That's perfectly when you want. You play your auctioneer for 5, you play your conceal for 1.
Caught one.
With the Azure Drake. Potentially targeting guy left, right? But the guy with the fish still alive.
Not me. Legendary for all those people who liked fishing and WoW.
Yeah.
That was not me because, I mean, WoW can be kind of boring, and fishing in WoW was actually even
wow,
more
it's
boring.
horrible.
Even more
It's a
boring.
horrible thing for people that don't like themselves.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
But a lot of people really like the fishing in WoW.
Yeah, I think they like the monotony. Or like,
It's
You
funny
know,
because I
people
was
often-
so bad at fishing. It was so boring
you have to
that I
click at the
couldn't.
right time.
I couldn't pay attention to actually
Closing
click at the
going
right
off on the fish guy. Yeah, it's for people. Like, WoW is often an escape from reality. Some people's lives are just too exciting. They need to get away from that and have monotony for
Alright, Miracle Rogue is primed, and our Warlock knows it. He's watching a concealed auctioneer. If he had a Shadow Flame, he would have an option. He unfortunately threw that away.
Oh, yes.
It just disappeared into the ether.
Oh, there's one. My goodness. Goodness gracious.
I think the move is clear. We Shadow Flame the Ancient Watcher. Shadow Flame the Ancient Watcher. And
Devastating to our road.
That's what it's all deck.
To lose your awesome gadgety man.
That
And
is,
we've got,
it's literally brutal. I mean, unless he tops like another Auctioneer, and then I don't even...
we've got him
that seems like
just
so
shaking
many
his head.
rounds are- Whoa, okay.
I think we have the names reversed. I'm just noticing that now.
I think we just stick with the names
Oh,
being
it's fine.
reversed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
I can
mean,
swap
like,
them
I'm
easily
just gonna
enough.
call them
Watch
by the
this.
wrong name forever.
Maybe I can. They're supposed to be just a switch button.
Yeah, that makes sense. Resets.
I'll do it after this one.
We'll get Tony to do it after.
Here we
Oh,
go.
yeah, right. Actually,
Our rogue is starting to get... Warlock's health is actually starting to get a little low, so things could get somewhat interesting. But he does have cards in hand, and he has that burst potential. That Shadow Flame drop huge and just completely neutered what would have been the just incredible just spam of spells.
So many possibilities.
Is he gonna drop the taunt, or is he gonna want to play the ancient? Well, I'll just throw the taunt down. Alright. Not afraid. I mean, no fear of a Black Knight. Miracle they're just not the Black Knight. It's gonna instantly kill. Or so totally
just got
appropriate.
damage raining down on our rogue now.
Yeah,
And what
absolutely.
will turn the tides here? He's kind of had his play out, and it was picked apart.
You?
You know, he had the series he wanted, and yeah.
I don't even know. Leroy Blade
Goodness.
Flurry still's not enough. Corporation doesn't do anything. Leroy Prep Blade Flurry SI Service. I don't even know. This is just ugly.
Yeah, it's not a good position. I don't know what the recovery from this point is.
She's staring at literally lethal.
Yeah.
Gets himself up to 5. So Great Flurry is gonna almost certainly be a part of this.
So even whatever you put this poison into, you're taking that damage.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's
but he
personally-
has a card that breaks the weapon, but does that much damage to all of his opponents'
There
things.
you go.
So he might.
That's the thing.
He's deciding whether to hit the 8/8 with the weapon, or if he wants to
Just
eviscerate.
splash the board. Yeah.
Well, he'll splash the board. He can attack and then splash
Oh.
the board, but he doesn't know if he wants to take the 8 damage or if he wants to use the eviscerate on the 8/8 and then. And I think he's going to take the safer play. And there we go. Oh my god, what a play!
Yeah.
No, but absolutely, so he does.
Amazing clear of the board. Had everything going
Yeah,
for him. Card advantage still obviously in our Warlock's favor.
Absolutely, he might heal himself up a little bit. Doesn't quite have a lethal play, but starting to get a little close. Now, our rogue might draw Shadow Step at any time, which means that he's got a Leroy Jenkins, and then he picks it up again and throws it right back down again.
Yeah.
And that's 12 damage. Just like this heal, this Second Soul, heals him up above the wall, especially with
As well.
So, yeah.
Now up to 17, prime number.
Oh,
Very important.
oh my goodness, and that was the Shadow Step to top decks. That was a top deck answer to the top deck.
Here we go.
What can you say? He's got to work him down a little bit, and he doesn't have anything but Leroy to work him down with.
Yeah, and Leroy not the most reliable guy, as we all know. Tony making weird hand symbols. As we switch the scene to the other side.
And this pretty much
My seal
solves
for
the
Arthur.
Leroy Shadow Step issue.
Yeah, definitely the case. And we'll take some shots again. More deadly poison. Poison does go on to the blade. Warlock calls the well played.
Well,
Time's up.
Do a little style. Doing the Hellfire for no reason. We got our Warlock again carrying on. And we'll be going into game numero 12.
Yay!
Okay. Trois, the French word for 3.
Nice.
That's what it means.
Trois?
Yeah, trois. Un, deux. And then trois. That's it. People usually put an accent on it, but we don't play that around here.
Where? I grew up in
Shall be mine. Your soul shall be
Supposed to make a
mine.
weird nose.
Your soul shall suffer.
Not interested, not interested. We'll see. So what we got here? Can anything take down this Warlock? You know? And what way to take down a Warlock? Another Warlock.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then, so maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's the answer. Go Warlock the lock. He's now going to be pretty familiar with what cards are in fact dead.
I can't go fast enough. It's life tap to life
I
tap to
know.
life tap.
Just straight up.
I suspect another life tap. And there it is!
Pulling cards every way. Left, right, and center.
Whoa, what's this?
Oh, and that heal back up. Life tapping for free.
No, of course, here's what happened is that now I'm going to multiply.
Yeah. Straight up. Always knew that was going to be the case. Integral part of many of these players' decks. To just build cards like a crazy person.
Ooh, get those
Swirly.
How are Jesus?
Yep. And there comes
Well, that's okay,
that.
we got another one.
Yep.
Do you have another Take Master?
No problem.
Take Master?
Yep.
Oh, he hasn't ended his turn yet. I'm sorry, I'm ahead of Eric. I'm so bad at this
It's
game.
neither of their turns. Look at the siphon.
like
Take
when-
this guy down and this guy's going right to this time Soda seeming to be on the receiving end of the punishment.
That's 4 giants. 2.
2 for the square of
2
2.
of those 4 giants in the deck down.
And that counts.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, only brief interest, but it's fine. And yeah, what's he gonna do now? Huh? Punk? Yeah. Where's your giant now? He says, as he hellfires thing out, taking his own damage as well. Both health currently at factors of 9 or multiples of 9. I'm sorry. 9 being a factor of those numbers, but ruining that. And instead changing to a square number. If you took the 2, squared it to a 4, and squared it again, you'd be at the 16 health of Soda. There's a mountain giant there now that Hosty may put down, but we'll be looking into the Watcher here.
Okay, so here's a question.
Yeah.
Are you actually familiar with the process of just mechanically finding the square root of a number? Because I realize
Kinda.
that there's no. I mean,
Yeah.
like if
Like
someone's
the
like if
actual
someone's
algorithm?
like get just
Yeah.
go get the square root of like 247. I'm like, yeah, calculate. Like I
Calculator.
mean, like I can kind of like
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't
good
know.
process,
I
but
mean, I
I think
literally
there's a lot that I just know.
Sure.
So, like 247, I know that it's slightly above 15. Right?
Yeah, I mean you can range it,
And
but to
then
get
slightly
the
below
actual
16. The 16, of course, is 256. So you know that you're back.
you can yeah, absolutely.
But that sort of thing. But then to narrow it down, I guess you're then relying on the square of each decimal place. So
This stream is going
it will become educational. If you like this, check out the YouTube channel Number File. where they talk about a lot of this sort of thing. But yeah, squares are interesting.
For vengeance.
Squares very interesting. I also like triangular numbers.
Squares aren't square.
Yeah.
Did I do it?
Yeah. Nine viewers currently, also a square number. Of course, no such thing as a square prime number. Won't defeat the purpose.
Done, done.
And 1 does not count as a prime. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't quite know that. But 1 is
I'm
left off the
pretty
list
sure
of
that
primes.
number munchers let me eat the ones
Yeah.
when I was playing primes.
That's possible.
That's pretty much. I don't like. I understand that there's
Yeah.
other valid reasons to argue for things, but I think number munchers
Yeah.
is kind of the be all and end all.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I have him considering once again what to do with his 14 health.
So many
Bye.
possibilities.
As Mario steps away for a brief period of time. He unfortunately knows the cards much better than I do. The Molten Giant will be played potentially out onto the field. And he's done.
I didn't go anywhere. I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
bathroom probably occupied.
shield put
No.
out of
Taunt does go down there.
That individual in the bathroom was taunting me.
It sure is. Gotta take care of him before you go to number 2. The first prime number. What's he looking to do here? He's got 2 Hellfires available. Does have some extra spell damage to amplify those.
No, only the first
Do
one.
4 damage. Okay, well that is true. That is true. Your damage will not survive the night. Should be able to throw them out in a double cast.
Just
Something
combo.
like that. Yeah, combo Hellfire. Double Hellfire.
That'll actually be the hero power of one of the
would be
new
right.
classes. Is that you can just
Double card play. That would totally break it. I would understand what was going on. Instead, sacrificing that.
I'm not sure anyone listening to our cast understands what's going on.
No, probably not. So it seems odd. Is he still considering Hellfire? No, I don't think he is. Leroy, potentially an option. I find the graphic for Leroy really interesting because what is that based on?
Actually,
It has nothing to do with
it's
anything.
based on like an anime rendition of the warrior of the Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Because that has nothing to do with the original Leroy Jenkins video.
I mean, he looks vaguely-ish. He's kind of.
I don't know.
He's got white hair like Leroy. He's got
Fire.
all the way down to 15.
Sprayed. Yeah, well, just change health. Could have healed himself for 1, but no.
What?
Decides not to do that.
Do you know how important that 1 health is?
It's sometimes critical. Sometimes critical.
If you're enjoying this casting, find more casting like this at the GSL.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Definitely the
many
case. If you're enjoying this casting, I'd consult a psychiatrist immediately. What is he going to do? How does he plan to clear this out?
don't know how Leroy
Is it Leroy? Is it a giant? A giant to counter?
It's pretty scary.
It's very convenient how almost every big card is 8/8. Funny how things work out. Oh,
That was close.
Dragon's
That
Rider.
was close. It didn't dodge.
So clever.
That would have been.
No, there should be a chance to dodge. I think that'd be awesome.
You just have to click like the flashing light at the exact time, and then you get your little.
Oh, Tony wants scene. No, we're on the right scene, are we?
No,
we're
not.
Just guy playing with the cards.
You can tell because none of the cards are green.
Yeah, that's true.
possibilities.
Thought he just had very few plays.
There's also this yellow button.
Oh yeah. Dot. Tony such a taskmaster, a sassy one, not that.
He's not a cruel taskmaster, though.
No, not cruel at all.
Yeah,
but
because that's a card in the game.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is a cruel taskmaster card.
possibilities.
My favorite card, of course, the Angry Chicken.
Everyone's favorite card.
Everyone loves the Angry Chicken.
Almost more than Leroy. I feel like... Well, actually, okay, so one shelf, it's 10, it's a 12. He's trying to find the other 2 damage. The other 2 damage doesn't quite exist. He could life tap. And look for it, but still a chance that he soul fires. Leroy does come out. Wow.
Okay. Whelps on the other side.
Time's up.
I like
Let's
it.
do this.
I like it. I'm just gonna throw this right in. Oh my god.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Seems unnecessary.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't have an answer, it's lethal. So
I guess so.
It does. It's very unusual, but I feel like we should see the response, and the response is...
You face Jaraxxus.
Just taking over. 6 becomes a 15.
Wow, if it was open round, which is a quick place because it's
Chicken.
if the minion's going to attack you next turn, you might as well kill it with a weapon. Obviously.
Yes. Kill it with fire.
Kill it with so much fire. I mean, you could Alex Graz this turn. No children were harmed in the filming of this
The
production.
fear of Jaraxxus. Long
production of
Giant
this
has
film?
come out. Yeah.
Filming of this production?
What?
Is it?
It's his job. Switch over to these guys. The Mortal Coil is available.
I wonder.
He does wonder. I don't know what he's wondering about. Going back to
I wonder why the end turn button
I
is
wish there was
involved
just a key to hit. The mouse is offered. Get the awesomest hero power ever.
I have no
A lot
time
of
for
cards
games.
coming out.
Shields up!
Now,
The
this
taunt
one
really
survived,
changes the game.
and Hosty made. They survived.
I think that Shadow Flame is going to have to be the play.
No.
He's just going to have to kill the board, but the problem is that he doesn't have any bigs left, and Jaraxxus can make a 6/6 everything.
Yeah. It's, yeah, you're never really going to clear those off. It is mildly OP.
I wonder.
The Game Hunter does nothing, taunt doesn't really help.
What is
anything.
there to do? What is there to do? I say you send that owl to
Silence the Sylvanas?
Hogwarts and call for help.
So many possibilities.
You have to believe, or else you won't see it.
I think you just have to be Harry Potter.
Yeah?
Because he can't lose even when he tries
That
to.
is true.
He can't.
Harry
it's
Potter's
not,
really bad at
it's-
everything. He does. Hermione's the good one. Like, she's the only one that's doing anything half competent,
Am I-
and he's just doing crap.
I just have this moment at the end where he takes the Elder Wand, Harry Potter, and he breaks it, and it's all supposed to be this thing where he's like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
step away from absolute power and all these other things. And I looked at it and I'm like, why would he ever think the Elder Wand was important? He couldn't lose when he tried. Nothing ever mattered. He literally died in one. It didn't like it's not like he needed it.
No.
Someone else having this would just make his life more difficult.
It's probably true. Probably true. It's, yeah, silly Harry. Oh, he will play the owl. Just going to silence that thing. Quantifying it. For the time being, he's gonna big game hunters. Nothing though.
Well, you know,
I mean, he can put it down, but he, it doesn't do anything.
He actually has to kill his
You
own
actually
minion.
have to do it. Yeah.
You have to activate
That
the
is a
battle
problem. That is a problem. Yeah, and he doesn't want to snipe his own giant. Blocking him.
card. He got
We'll
clocked.
go for
son.
that. And then Soda will flip it on over. After throwing down
Shields
the
up.
protector. Shaking his head at Soda. Jaraxxus going on the Ataxis. Probably. reminds me of Retaxas from the show Babak. About a king elephant.
Who was it?
Bar was the
Bar.
child elephant.
Yeah.
King and Babar the child often played. Hosty pulling out of that one. Remaining very much alive.
Hey, it seems like when we actually put up the turns and the screens and whatnot, people watch more.
It's amazing.
I feel like production
amazing.
value matters.
I think it does, and tell how much our sassy
Production manager is managing
yeah,
to produce the productions.
so sassy.
Now, if we update this is our losers bracket final. No, this isn't. This is
Semis.
our semis.
Semi-final.
What
Then
is?
the next one after this is the finals.
Yeah.
This is.
Then the grand finals.
Yes.
These people haven't even lost enough to make it to the losers finals, but soon one of them will win enough to make it to the highest losers.
The winner goes to the losers finals, I believe, and the loser goes home.
The loser goes to the losers semifinals.
Loser does all kinds of things. I don't know what's happening there.
Shoutouts, please. Shoutouts.
People are destroying
People
files
are
off
deleting
your computer.
your Dropbox is just getting deleted.
We are here.
Probably 10 deleting my videos.
Okay.
That's
We are
fair.
here at the Microsoft store. Child very happy to be here behind us. They are
screaming
gracious
for
enough
Golden.
to give us to give us use of their theater in the back. And that is how you pronounce that word. It's a lovely place with a big screen. We've had people gathered here all day for the Hearthstone tournament of Open Championness. Hearthstone tournament number 2.
Absolutely. If we
And we do
recap the
have-
current series,
I'm gonna count that guy and the child in the stroller.
Pagel, very common starting turn if you have that option. Handlock just not having a response to that, he's gonna have to life tap. And we'll see how many fishes come arriving. I mean, double innervate in this opening hand is incredibly scary. Great play to get that Yeti. Very strong. I mean, my goodness. And he gnaws out a Terran, so my goodness, that's quite a powerful turn 4. I mean, what an opening. You're able to coin out an Apagel, and then you're able to innervate out a Yeti.
Yeah.
It's incredibly strong. Lots of pressure.
So many easy outs. Yeti.
Those are the times that but you know what, there you go. The response was there, and that in the hand of the hand log played by Hosty. Pagel's still out there. Looks like we're just gonna. Are we gonna? Probably might have waited a turn to see the Cairn popped out with the innovate, but we're gonna get some board presence immediately.
Very different pace for this. We're seeing the Druid burn through a lot of cards quickly.
It's almost like he has this minion that draws
Yeah.
cards. Well, not anymore, because now it's an 047.
Yeah. Now a paperweight that fishes. Occasionally.
It doesn't fish anymore.
Like, it's gonna bite someone.
They lose his goblin.
Biting an owl. And then attacking that guy. Fast and Furious back in there. The Azure Drake takes a hit. Earth Ring guy drawn. And he'll just tap again. Getting that Shadow Flame out. Throwing up the Earth.
Eyes are open.
Over there, one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Into it.
Can we put that on?
We're terrible. She's riding him.
Why can't we put that on?
Doesn't make any sense.
There's just.
It's hard to explain exactly what.
Floating. And then just
Hard to
the
explain
disembodied
exactly.
head that's appearing over the glass. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The disembodied head that comes up. I can't. Ah, that was great. That was great. I'm sorry you're not here at the Microsoft Store.
We're all sorry.
Well, we're all Canadians, so.
We're always sorry.
We're just so
That's
sorry.
what I meant to say.
We're sorry you didn't get as
We'll
many
get
medals
this
as us.
guy coming out. I have not once today seen this thing actually survive long enough to do its death rattle. It always gets silenced away or turned into a sheep.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But it draws those cards out.
Yeah,
So
it
you
does.
make-
It's bait for that kind of crap, and there it goes again, right? Like, damn, you're a squirrel. What's that? You have a death rattle? You don't now. You're
Wow.
a goddamn squirrel. Check that
Crazy
out.
play. Clears
Could
the
not have
entire-
done better.
No, literally. Although this is always puts a 5/5 on the board, gets himself 2 cards, and looks like we've got a Ragnaros play available for next turn if he so wish. Might drop an 8/8 now, but doesn't seem like the option. Life and snap, life and still bottom end of this spelling.
So,
Ooh, Savage Roar, we got half the combo. Half the combo is in our Druid's hand, and it's a golden Savage Roar. Doesn't like the idea of throwing the Ragnaros down. I kind of like the idea of throwing the Ragnaros down and putting the 8 damage into the Warlock, but it's a little scary. You get free Molten Giants, I understand. But you have some bursts behind it. I mean, you have the Savage Roar and whatnot, but I guess putting on a Golden Lineage first makes some sense. We'll see what happens. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Harvest Golem, and then Defender of Argus. Yeah, let's go. Yellow, big money is how we play.
boom, shakalaka. That could be a big. Oh, it is a big damager.
But he
there's
doesn't
no
have an
response
actual.
for it.
He doesn't have a true response. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he can play this. I think he
Yeah, but
actually has
it's
to
not a block.
silence Ragnaros.
Yeah, it's gonna be a way to take it down. It does have the owl. Is he gonna throw the owl out?
He's definitely going to taunt. Oh, he's a big taunt. He's not going to silence the Ragnaros.
He's not gonna silence
Like
that.
sealed for
That
Argus.
is monstrous. I guess he can silence it next time, but still.
Swipe doesn't really do much here. We get some minions out on the board. If anything sticks, that Savage War becomes so powerful next turn.
My
To
seal
protect
for
his Ragnaros, so
Argus.
the Ragnaros clear a card off the board. Let's see now. Oh! Hits the 8/8. That's huge. That's okay.
Soda did not want it. Or she did not want to be hit.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The correct response. Now there is the hilarious option of Alex Strazing and then Molten Gianting, but
Yeah. Could do both.
Many possibilities.
Or would have to. Yeah, I guess so.
well, Alex Strazing his opponent. and
Yeah,
then
Alex
Molten
Strazing,
Gianting, or just Molten Gianting and then Alex Strazing himself, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
Could do either and or both.
I once
Thinking about it. Could also.
how does the end work?
Huh?
How do you think the end works?
You can do either and both. Yeah, you can do either and both. We'll bring out the bell. We'll bring out the
Shields up.
Still not quite wanting to play that song, so there it goes. And he does take out the magical abilities. Now, when that is silenced, it actually turns into an 8/8 attackable.
They can just punch
Right,
people in the
right.
face. Yeah,
Punch.
it's just an 8/8. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is definitely the trade-off to that.
Absolutely. Swipe doesn't really. I mean, Savage Roar. How do we? A fair bit of math is going to have to go down on this turn. How do we break through? Can you find the lethal? I don't know. So much taunt health. I mean, literally 20 health of taunt that he's got to break through to get at that juicy warlock hero behind it. And I mean, he's got a fair bit of taunt to himself. He's got 26 health, but I mean, this board is just very intimidating. He's got to solve it. He's got to solve it quickly. I feel like we're going to have to see a severed board this turn.
It's probably the most minions we've seen all day on the board in a given time.
It's a lot of minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. You gotta
Look
sneak
for
for
things to do. You could go harvest something. It's an option. Swipe at things. Would definitely do some damage. Were he to swipe. Thinking here now. This is a big decision. We will go for the swipe.
Yeah, here we go.
Everything takes a hit. Savage.
That is that. He has found the solution.
Yes, indeed. But now that one in the middle, has it been? That one can't attack, can it? But still making a lot of progress here. We'll be able to get a portion of the board. And then play that thing.
All the while.
Remaining taunter. And again, set up the potential fatal onto Master Hosty. Is there any response here?
There's a lot of cards, but really,
there are a lot of
Draxus and
powerful
Alex
things.
Strauss just don't do anything. He's gonna have to make a play with Leroy. He's probably gonna tap first and hope he gets a card that he needs. I don't think Alex Strauss is enough. Well, he does.
So give him the 15. Flip it over.
Play.
Let's call the well played out.
Well
As that he can get on through. He's deciding what exactly to do in what order to make sure he doesn't screw it all
He
up.
just blew that savage board. Return
Oh, and that'll do it. But again, a bunch of trees. Come out.
and hug you to death.
There you go.
Safeguard.
Oh, little bit.
Oh. Setting the snow. Taking the Hobbit size and guard.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining.
Yep.
We are so happy to bring you these matches and hope you're enjoying the
Just gonna
production
get that.
value, if not so much of the casting itself. We're a little tired here, we've been at this for a while, so apologize if our attention wavers and the ADD kicks in.
Did you count the two people that drove by?
I didn't count that. I should. There you go, they're counting now.
Alright ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back in less than 2 minutes.